The Ugandan Army has created military barracks across the LRA affected areas. Some of them are positioned deep in the jungle, whereas others are close to small villages like Obo and Mboki in the Central African Republic. Heavy rains in the Central African Republic are creating multiple logistical challenges for the Ugandan Army. Key roads were impassable during July and August because of flooding and bridges washing away. This forced the Ugandans to use their helicopters to transport water, food and other essential supplies to their soldiers further inside the jungle. 2 Mi-8 helicopters are financed by the US military to speed up the mobility of the Ugandan soldiers, hereby enabling them to act rapidly on intelligence about the LRA. The uses of helicopters to transport supplies are diverting scarce resources and flight hours away from direct counter-LRA operations. The high logistical cost could be brought down significantly with improved infrastructure development and new roads through the jungle. The Ugandan soldiers also do daily patrols in the villages and the surrounding areas to protect civilians and gather information about LRA movements. The UN peacekeepers are doing regular patrols in the LRA affected areas across Western Equatorial in South Sudan and towards the border with the Democratic Republic of Congo. The peacekeepers are not fighting the LRA directly, but the patrols help to create a sense of security for the local population and to keep the LRA away. Populations in South Sudan have now started to leave the refugee camps and are moving back home. The UN brings heavy armory to the table, and one would wish that they played a much more active role in the offensive operations against the LRA. Despite the military efforts from the Ugandan Army and the other counter-LRA forces, the final end to the LRA remains distant. The area of operation is simply too large and the number of soldiers are too few to fight the LRA effectively. Without additional and capable soldiers, infrastructure development and additional transport options, the top LRA commanders will be able to hide and avoid the military pressure in the remote and vast jungles of Central Africa.